And the neon lights surrounding me. I just wanna ride around in my city. Moves. Hey, hey, yo, sturdy. Hey,
let's run up a milli.
It's your boy, back at it again. It's your boy, back at it again. It's your boy, we back at it again. It's your boy, back at it again. Hey, at it again. Hey. We added the what? We added the what? We added the what? We added again. We added the what? Added again. We added again, my friend. I am top 10. Everybody know what happens when I come in like an alien, like Ben 10. I go ahead with the omnitricks. I got a whole lot of tricks, and these tricks ain't for kids. I be over here just getting it how I live. I be here trying to go live. Here's where I thrive, on cam, in my little spot. Know where I thrive, know where I dive. Really know what happens when I'm in it. I be over here just trying to put the pen to the pad. And I be over here like a glad bag, just soaking in all the knowledge, putting all my bars up, giving them out like I'm Santa Claus. That's when I'm at my glad bag, cause it come hefty. Y'all already know I be moving like I got 2 left feet, cause I be falling over all these thoughts I'm lost in. I be moving to space like a Martian. Yo chick, she like a marshmallow. I'm quite the nice fellow. I be dressed in blue and purple like this room. I be moving in Camaros, it goes zoom. I got chains, I got whips, I ain't stalking slaves. I'm just talking about the new wave I pave. Generational health. I be over here like oh man, let me stop, bro, because I'm gonna just keep doing this the entire time. But listen, man, hello. This is Sustv, guys. It really is. It's Sustv here, and I'm really appreciative of anybody that comes to view, you know what I mean, what it is that I come here to do. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme, you know. Maybe it is that beat. I need to just slow things down a bit, you know. Let's just put it in the background real quick. Yeah. Welcome, people. Welcome. We are back with Sustv. As you can see, I have a little bit more energy tonight. It definitely was a positive experience just coming out here and doing it for the one time, just to go ahead and come back and do it for the second time. Hopefully a little bit better than the first. Hopefully, you know, this ain't the last. And I'm just here to, create a little situation, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really had the last bar yet, but we're gonna work on that, you know what I mean? What I said, hopefully you enjoyed the first or something like that. Hopefully this is better than the first, and hopefully it's not the last. And I'm just over here to spit the facts. There you go, you know what I mean? There you go, you know what I mean? Shout out to Brooklyn, where I was born and raised, you know what I'm saying? And ended up moving out, the places or whatever have you, and I'm appreciative for that, and I'm appreciative for the situation that I'm in. It's definitely quite a decent environment for sure. And I just hope that I'm able to continue upping the environments that I'm in and upping the situations that I got going on. You know what I mean? And that's all I gotta say on the positive note on that end. But we are here, we are live, back with episode 2. You know what I mean? Getting it how we live. I guess we could kick things off again back with the music. You know what I mean? I'm very I'm very appreciative of the music, as you can tell, from the lit freestyles that I give you guys right here on the network. You know what I mean? I give you guys right here live on the brand, my sus gang. There will be a Discord hopefully coming out soon, where we can start to build up our family, our following, our gang, our group, our collective, our whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't call it a cult. You know what I mean? Shout out to that podcast as well. Shout out to the Sauce God, and shout out to his co-host. I am forgetting his name at the moment. But shout out to those guys. They definitely, they doing it up. They doing it up. Kicking it right off with the music, man. If you haven't heard it, you definitely got to go give it a listen. I'm over here talking about the Little Baby and the Little Dirk collab album that came out. I believe it's called. I don't fully remember if I spoke on it last time, but I definitely gave it a listen quite a few times. It's a really good. Run through. They have quite a few songs on there, and they smoke every single one of them. I believe it's the voice and the hero, or at least that's the concept of it. And I love the concept. I love the music. It gets you lit. It gets you turned. It's summertime. It's hot. Definitely something to just get you through it, and just a way for you to go ahead and do it big, man. I know I spoke on him. You know what I mean? I spoke on J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, the J. Cole. Nah, man. Shout out to RDC World. Shout out to those guys, man. They really fly. But yeah, no, man. I know I spoke on J. Cole already. As you know, classic album. I'm not sure if I did all this already, but we're gonna rehash it again because I love the albums. What I haven't listened to as yet, because I am under a rock, is the Lloyd Banks album. I don't know if I spoke on that as well. I really don't know what I did the first pod, but but we here in the second pod and we doing it, and I'm gonna remember this time. But I'm definitely, hopefully, gonna be able to give you guys a full review on the Lloyd Banks freestyle. As a matter of fact, I would like to maybe even promise you guys a reaction video to it. Maybe we could listen to it together for the first time. I'm hearing nothing but amazing things. Lloyd Banks, one of my favorite artists. He be doing it big with he's been doing it big with G Unit, and then he split off and he was doing his own independent thing, but he's still a legend in the game, deserves all the respect in the world, and I hear his album is pretty amazing. So if you haven't gotten a chance to listen to it, make sure you go out there and you give it a listen because it's definitely worth your time. You feel me? Let's talk about it. The Logan Mayweather fight, it has happened. I did not pay for the pay-per-view, and from what I'm hearing around the fans and everything like that, people weren't too happy. I guess it wasn't as exciting a fight as they were hyping it up to be, especially with the situation at hand, trying I don't know if it was a real situation or if they were trying to just hype it up, but there was a little situation undergoing with hats and things like that, and people were just hoping that we were going to get more action, I suppose. But all in all, I saw the highlights and I saw what happened, and I mean, it was definitely a decent fight. I mean, it's not every day that the average fighter, and not to call him an average fighter, but I don't think that he's been in the game as long as obviously the legend. You know what I mean? And by I am speaking on Logan Paul. He didn't wow the fans or anything like that. But I do feel like he definitely knew what he was doing. He didn't keep his hands up too much in the fight, but at that height and whatever strategy he was working out and whatever, and of course we want to give the fans a little bit of a show. So Mayweather's not looking for and everyone was just having fun enjoying the sport of boxing. At the end of it, they hugged it out and everything, and I really enjoyed that. I'm glad there wasn't any real tension that would have been detrimental to the business, detrimental to just the two of those fighters, and in personal ways and real life things and things like that. I'm glad I was able to see Logan Paul's brother Jake. I know having family there in your corner, especially your ride or die, your teammate, the person you've been making the most business with, and the person that you love and care about right by your side. It's definitely good to see it. Definitely good to have it there. I'm glad he was able to enjoy the fight. I'm glad that Mayweather, even after all these years, he still got it, man. He's sharp as ever. I mean, Logan is a brave man. Not many people would have stepped in there with the legend. You know what I'm saying? I know myself included. I mean, let's face it. I'm only like what 5'9" allegedly, and body weight training, whatever. I'm not over there. So I personally wouldn't have done it. But I don't have the money in the backing like Logan Paul after all. But all in all, I enjoyed what I saw. I would love to see a rematch. I would love to see some more intensity from those two gentlemen. But all in all, I got to say, bravo to the both of them. They made a killing off of everybody. And they hyped up the fight really well. Moving right along from that, just moving into just the state of the world and everything. I recently popped out. I finally got to see what the temperature was out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because I am out here as a New York resident here in the U.S. And the streets is nice. The streets is nice. Summer's hitting, and you know what I'm saying? I see what I see. And I got to say, it is pretty amazing out there to go ahead and be a part of that. I got to say that things are still fairly expensive. I did spend quite a pretty penny out there in the streets. But, I mean, what do you expect, And especially in New York City, it's just, that is where I ended up popping out. I ended up popping out in New York City. I won't say where, it could have been uptown, downtown, who knows. But definitely a little pricey. I don't know if my secret spots are still up and around after COVID and everything like that. I do have to check them out. But gotta say, it's nice out there. It's nice out there. I see some things, and it's good to know that the streets is still the streets. Because after the year that we had, I just didn't know what to expect, honestly. But all in all, definitely had a great time out there with the people who I was with. Had a great time out there, and I hope to pop out some more and see some more things and do some more things, and let's just see what happens. I love this setup, by the way. I really, really love this setup. Man, but let's get into some things, man. On a personal note, I did want to mention a little topic: saving your energy. It has been a tremendous, big, inspirational almost part of my transitioning, into a more mature, bigger, bossed up person than I was yesterday. You know what I mean? And just protecting your energy in all aspects. I mean, at work, you might have a bad day. You might have some coworkers trying to get under your skin. You might have your boss on you. It's just good to just protect your energy and not try to feed into any negativity or anything like that. Doesn't matter what they're doing or saying. Just try not to react. Try to walk away and just leave it silent and let them just say what they said or do what they did, and that's it. And just let them sit with that. A lot of times, if someone just goes and they react a certain way and you don't have a reaction back for them, it leaves it pretty awkward, and they don't really know how to proceed from there in most cases. And if they were to push it any further than that, I mean, of course, legal action and things of that sort can occur, or whatever have you, and and then that's that. Especially if it's not that important, if it's not on that kind of timing or anything like that. So, try to protect the energy at work. Try to protect the energy with friends and family and all that, because sometimes people like to utilize your time and they don't really appreciate how much time you put in or what it is that you're able to put in to them. So definitely protect your energy and make sure that at all times you know what's important. Whew. I apologize. I guess it's been a longer day than I thought. But no, just, protect your energy with family and friends. Definitely just give your energy where you feel it is being reciprocated. where it is being respected and where it is being just all in all cared about and appreciated. Uh, that's just a little bit of wisdom from me, from my own personal experiences. I'm glad I learned that. Today I did go out and I played some ball, you know what I mean? Basketball, of course. And it was great. It felt good to be out there. It felt good to be out there in the streets, man. You know what I was out there doing. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta say too much. But I was out there in the streets, man, doing it up. You know what I mean? Live, people live. And I definitely plan to go out there again. Definitely plan to, just get some good training out of it. Get some good cardio out of it, and just be around people. It's definitely been a minute since I've been around people in a constructive setting, and just playing ball with the fellas and stuff. It's almost therapeutic, for a lot of guys. Honestly, a nice positive environment where you just being a dude, just doing what you do, and calling it a day. I don't mind playing other sports. It's just not as prominent here in New York to find certain things, unless I'm paying money or I just knew a whole lot of people. But if you go to any old court, you can find just about anybody to have a little scrimmage with or have a little game with, or a mini group, honestly. Versus like soccer and things like that, it's just a little bit different in my opinion. I could be wrong, but in my experiences, just trying to find that balance and trying to find those people have been a little difficult. But all in all, definitely had fun today. And I plan to do it again very soon, maybe even tomorrow. Definitely want to speak on just staying active, staying healthy. I'm sorry, I have pets and they're doing weird things. Just want to speak on being healthy, speak on being active. Everyone should be participating in some sort of exercise, walking, events, whatever it is, and just try to get yourself out there. Try to get yourself in the system, in the know. You know what I mean? Because it definitely can help keep you fit. It definitely helps keep you more active. It helps keep you more alive. It's good for the mental health. You know what I mean? Get that dopamine effect from that versus other substances and things like that. Please try not to cope onto these negative substances. Stay out there. Stay positive. Try to utilize your money where you're paying your bills. You got some savings, and put a portion of your money into some investments. Maybe read a couple of books on it and try to get involved in some things. I definitely am. I am posting on my Instagram, Susmoves _Susmoves. I'm posting a couple of things, trying to get involved, trying to do what I gotta do the right thing, and you guys can definitely join me on that journey because I go live and things like that. And I'll definitely look out for the comments to see, what it is you think I should add to that, what it is that you want to add to it. If you want to go live with me and we both educate one another, I'm definitely down for all of it. Let's take a brief intermission real quick, and we're going to get right back to it, all right? All right. I just wanna ride around in my city. What's up, party people? What's up? We are back. We had a brief little intermission. The technology only films for so long. Shout out to my boy WulfRose. Check out his song Type featuring Reed, REED, JYNE, and my boy RobMax. WulfRose Topic on YouTube. I'm gonna try and remember to put that in the description below. Check him out. That's just a little sneak peek, man. A little sneak peek, you feel me? Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Taco. Also known as Rahsan. And this is his song, Swipe Right. He is a Harlem resident. Not to put all his business out there, but you know. Let's go. Yo. Hey. Yes, sir. I really want you guys, if you're tuning in, please check out this song, Swipe Right. We're trying to get it to 2K and eventually 10K. So go ahead, look at the description, get the link, get the song, listen to it. Same with Type by WulfRose. We're trying to get those views up. So go ahead, guys, click that link. I know y'all feeling the music, man. Yes, sir. And last but not least, I'm gonna shout myself out. Shout out my crew, you feel me? JungleYouthnewera, you already know how we give it up. It's positive vibes. This is the song Toxin. Let's go. Woo! Yo, your boy.
Congratulations, but I would never waste my life hating. New me, but I'm still waiting.
Yes, sir. That was your boy. A little short snippet of that. You know, it came out quite a bit ago, but let me just say, man, it's all great music. These are great people. You know what I mean? All tied in around the same groups and ties and things. We out here, it's a New York pull. It's a New York vibe. It's a New York group. Doing it up, you know? But that's enough about the music. Let's get back to another segment here on Sustv. And aside from just loving this beautiful setup, and aside from just shouting out those incredible artists, and speaking on so many other artists that are dropping and coming out and things like that, let's definitely get into a bit more personal matters, such as, you know, just positive outlooks, you know what I mean? It's just so easy to fall into the trap. And I'm not here to try to be corny with it, but it's just like, with a lot of what's going on these days, it's just really important right now for you guys to remember how to keep things positive, how to have a positive outlook on life, and just how to maneuver as far as everything going on, COVID, etc., you know? A big part of it for me was just remembering all of the, you know, basic essentials that we have. I mean, what's the point of, not to, you know, get too deep into it, but just what's the point of all of this? You know, what's the point of me podding? What's the point of me making videos? What's the point of me making money? What's the point of, and I may bring up a lot of me right now, but it's just to bring out a perspective from my personal experience. But what essentially is the point of going out there to try and get famous or get rich or whatever have you? You know, there isn't much point to it. I mean, what do you want? You want a bigger house? I mean, hopefully you have a roof over your head. Then hopefully you're able to afford, you know, a little bit of food in your stomach, and you're able to provide that for anybody that is riding with you, rocking with you, living with you, etc. And if you aren't just as yet, hopefully you're working towards making that a reality. But beyond that, once that is able to become something, sustainable, and I do believe that we all should help one another in various ways that we can, where we can, because a part of that is protecting energy. Back to that conversation. Uh, a lot of that falls into play, and with just helping your fellow person and making sure that we are able to make the moves to better ourselves to get to that level. And then after that, everything else should just be a bonus in life. You not being able to get to a certain level as yet, even though you're working towards it very diligently, you shouldn't be discouraged and think, well, oh, this, that, and the third. You should definitely just stay positive and just enjoy what it is that you're doing and just enjoy the journey. You hear it all the time, but it's very, very true. If you're not enjoying the path that you're taking, this is going to be a very difficult life for you. Just be grateful that, again, you have those basic essentials, living in quote unquote a first world country where you have, a roof over your head and food to eat. You are at like the toppity tippity top, you know what I mean? It's not like there's, and condolences and with all respect, I say this, but, in New York, at least, there's no tanks rolling through and blowing up our city and blowing up our homes. We're grateful enough. We're blessed enough, and we should be grateful enough that we're not in those current situations. And I feel for those people, and condolences to those people out there who are going through those situations and who have been going through those situations for a number of years. And it could be, or for the, if we're being real, a big part of, a lot of those things have something to do in one way, shape, or form with a lot of the first world countries such as the U.S. where I'm living. And I'm not going to be ignorant in that, or turn a blind eye to it. And I'm grateful, and I'm also saddened that that is the reality of the situation in the world right now. And if it were to flip, then that's just what karma has to do, and it has to just deal with those who fall into that category. We have to take some kind of responsibility. So, if one of these days a tank does roll through my crib and blow it up and I have to suffer the after effects or something like that, I mean, I wouldn't never wish that on my family and, myself and my friends and, loved ones and things like that. Then that's just what it is. But, being from where I am and speaking from that perspective is, it just brings a lot of light to just your situation in terms of just where you're at. Because a lot of times, people in very privileged situations, you tend to look at your situation. And I also say we, because I am privileged. I do have a home. I do, I'm in a decent neighborhood, things like that, roof over my head, etc., etc. I'm able to do this podcast. I have all these beautiful lights and equipment and all these things, and I'm able to film and record, and I'm very grateful for all of it. It's definitely a blessing, and it's definitely something that I enjoy doing, and I'm glad that I'm able to go to sleep and wake up and just breathe air and enjoy life. You know what I mean? Definitely a blessing. But, as a people, we definitely have to humble ourselves a bit more and just kind of look around the room. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'm outside and I'm out wherever I'm out, and, sometime to time, someone's struggling or whatever, and they just asking for a little help from me. And I don't, you don't want to get into the trap of just feeling like everyone is lying to you and everyone's trying to run a scam or whatever. Sometimes you just give homie the $5, whatever, and hopefully, let that karma sit with him or sit with her, or, sit with whatever you identify as in that situation, and they deal the hand that they're dealt. I'm not saying just $5. Obviously I've given more, obviously I've given less, all depending on what my pockets was looking like at the time. But or maybe you just buy them food or clothes or whatever have you direct, and you know what I mean. You help them out that way. You give the charity, things like that. I hope that with this platform, I'm able to record, and not record people, but I'm able to record just being outside and going out there and doing some positive things. I may never record the act of giving and participating in helping someone's livelihood and recording that for content. I find that very, just, it's just not my cup of tea. But I would record myself maybe out wherever I'm out and saying, hey, well, guys, I'm out here. I'm about to do this, etc., etc. We're going to try this, da-da-da-da. Then at the end of it, when I'm alone, of course, or when I'm on my way back or whatever, if I'm with someone or if I'm not, record and say, well, hey, did this. This is what happened. Yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. This was the experience. Hopefully we're able to do whatever. Trying to get more supporters. Come out, support, help, and let's, you don't have to necessarily change the world, but that's definitely hopeful thinking, wishful thinking, but let's just try to do what it is that we can do, because we should, yeah, man. This has been a lot of fun. I've been trying to keep these pieces of content definitely just dumbed down, trying to keep it to about 30 minutes. I think I just roughly, gave a good 15, nice little interlude, another 15. So I'm trying to keep it like that for right now. I would start to go up into the hour ranges once I start making even more segments, maybe even add a person on, a different environment, whatever. Who knows? Comment below what you think I should add, decrease, etc. to this kind of content. I know that I just speak non-stop from front to back, no peace unless I'm playing a song, but that's just how I am. That's how I give it up. I just keep it going, you know what I mean? I fill up every tight little space with some, key information to give to the people. I do plan to go live, again, like I said, on Instagram more, educating myself, so definitely try to join me over there. I was going to do a photo shoot today, but I changed my mind and it was hot and everything. Maybe I will do one tomorrow, depending on, how I'm feeling, how it's looking. I do go based on some vibes and things like that. Try not to force certain creative moments. Maybe I'll come up with a concept or two. Who knows? I definitely have music on the way, new music. I will be dropping out snippets and things like that when the time comes. I'm taking my time with the music. I would hope during the educational process that I even show you guys while I'm trying to attempt to make beats. Don't expect too much there just yet. I'm still learning. I'm still in the beginner phases. But once I catch it, then I catch it. You know what I mean? But again, thank you guys for joining me. And, just keep it rocking with me, man. Keep it rocking with me. Keep rolling with me. And let's just try our best to just be the best that we could be. Also some more corny lines from me, but let's go ahead and play us a little song and get it up out of here, man. Let's get on up out of here. It's been a good little pie, It's been a good little pod. Sustv, Sus gang. Discord coming soon, or some sort of public group coming soon. I need a Sus gang-ish name. I don't want to call it Sus gang or keep it gang related, but y'all my fam. It's Sus fam. I gotta name the group something. I got a name in mind already, but you guys go ahead and comment below what you think I should name it. Y'all go ahead and comment below what you think I should add to this, what you think I should decrease. Should I talk more? Should I talk less? Should I show y'all some videos? What do you want to know about me, etc.? Alright, so y'all just stay tuned, man. Thank you.
Ring the bells, we little voice can't roll it out, and there's my day going straight to hell. Face last, taking her back when we were hooked up on the chronic definition of insomniac. Yes, I got my rhythm back, mellow, so I never snap. Deploy the convoy and claim my stake in camp. Consequence of confidence, rule without your interference. I'm not being irritated, I'm just looking for a summer fling. I got your hand, so all these your find over tonight will make it right. Don't wanna have don't run away. Guess it don't mean a thing. Fuck what you mean. So. All these your final words tonight will mean to us. Don't wanna have to bring just to get you to stay. Hope you don't run away. Guess it don't mean a thing.
One night, one drink in the city, my crew just wanna know who that pretty said with me.
Your boy.
Pursuing my passion, my soul never envy. Baby girl, please do not tempt me, cause I ain't just friendly. I know you fuck with the cadence and haters just envy. We that new youth, juggling light beams. In a new era, only followers get seen. I'm cutting this horror, I'm filming a new scene where the British are built for the sound that's unique. Move with me, jump with me, get on this high with me. I feel like 3 stories, I got some rap stories. I ain't even toy yet, rapping in hoarseness, a bunch for conquest. Wait a minute, grab this concept. Jimmy Fallon with the nonsense. Greatness more of a prophecy than accomplishment. They won't believe till I burn the page and melt the pen. Drop the pot, I'm pissing in, I rap it, post it.
All right, folks, man. It's been fun. It's been real. I'ma catch y'all later, man. I'ma catch y'all later.
Got the neon lights surrounding me. I just wanna ride around in my city.
It's been Sustv. I'm out. Okay. It's your boy Susmoves. You ain't never met a guy this big, make you smile this big. Down his pants is your hands and this big. And you see your girl's less and you like what gives. And you laugh all the time, you know how we live. Dress up and go out, you got me like shit. I'm talking slim thick.